Hello. Today we're going to take a look at a demo where we build, deploy, and execute tests using Gitlab and the Rational Test Automation Server. In this demonstration, we will be working to build and deploy and test an API that we're deploying to API Connect called Contacts. And this is our GitLab project, as you can see here, API Connect Contacts. And this is where we will deploy the product. If we go to Catalogs and then click on Test, we'll deploy our new API to this test environment. So let's begin. So I am going to be working as a developer to correct a bug with our API called Contacts. And to do this, I'm going to do it in my own branch. Let's go ahead and call that branch Develop, as you can see here. And then I will edit a file to correct the issue at hand, or the bug. And for me, for this demo, it's going to be very simply updating this description. There we go. We've updated that description. Let's save that. Then let's go ahead and commit this change. Git commit and fixing bug with the Contacts API. And then we'll do a git push. To push that up change into our Git repository. So now let's go ahead and as the developer and the development team, let's go back and look now. We should see that there is a develop branch in our list. And there is. Let's switch over to that develop branch. And when ready, we can go ahead and create a merge request in GitLab. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll create a merge request, and the goal is to fix a bug with the Contacts API. Let's go ahead and assign this to myself. I'll set a milestone as well here, and then set a label of bug in this case as well. And then when I'm ready, when I scroll down, I can click the Submit Merge Request button here. Let's do that. Now for the purpose of my demo, normally it'd be another team member that would approve this merge request, but I'm going to go ahead and do it here in this case and say this code change looks good. Let's test this with RTAS and make sure it works well. So I'll go ahead and add that comment and click the merge button here. When I click the merge button, there'll be some our pipeline with API Connect is configured. Actually, we have a CI CD pipeline that will run to build, to deploy, and to initiate our RTAS suite of tests. So I'll go ahead and click on this pipeline. You can see that it's running here. We can click this pipeline and it'll bring us to this view, and we can see that our pipeline has two phases. It has a build phase as well as our deploy phase, which not only deploys the API, but also initiates the Rational Test Automation Server to run a suite of tests along the way. So with this pipeline view, if you click on any one of the phases, you can actually see the output as it's running. And let's give it a few moments to run. As the build continues, this phase will eventually complete, and we can see that build is completed here actually. So now we can go back to our pipeline. And if you go back, you can actually see a history of every execution that's taken place of the pipeline. And this can run against multiple branches actually. But here's our current running pipeline, and you can see we're now at the phase where it's doing the deployment, and it will initiate our rational test automation test suite. Eventually this phase will complete as well, and of course we can look at the log here just as well to see the work that was done to complete this phase. Okay, so now let's go look and see if our API has been deployed. Let's go to catalogs, test, and we can see that our contacts API is now deployed actually. We can also go into the rational test automation server and take a look here at what has happened recently, and here's our build verification test. Let's click on success, and you can see this test just ran successfully for us, which is really great, showing the results of that test. And with that, that is the end of this demonstration, showing GitLab and rational test automation server working together to deploy and test an API. Thank you very much.